Well, hello everyone. This is Amy's Bro, and today we're going to be doing our first ever Let's Play, and it's going to be based on the JRPG Sailor Moon Another Story. Now, this game came out in the mid-1990s, around the time of the popularity that the show was at its peak in Japan, and it hasn't really started, I don't think, coming out in America yet. Or if it did, it was just like the first two seasons. This is covering from Season 1 to Season 3. So for those of you curious, that's the classic season and the S season. And of course, as I'm getting ready to have Luna wake up Usagi to try and get this game started, I can tell you right now, this is the only RPG to date that I've ever 100% completed. Is to date also the only RPG. It's one of the few SNES games I've ever actually beaten. This game, however, did not come out in America. This game was only a Super Famicom release. What you're seeing here is a fan translation done by Misojo Senshi Translations, which was a fan translation team that decided, you know what, this game's probably never coming out in America, so we're going to give the people what they want here. Now, Luna just gave Usagi the diary, which is going to be used to save our game as we go through it here. And the only way, well, if we weren't using what we're using, the only way you could save is by using this device over here, which is a Luna P ball. For those of you who have seen the show, the Luna P was the device that Chibi Usagi, or Rini in North America, used as her little gadget. So as we go, we got our diary, and we're going to leave the house now. And we don't really need to do anything here yet. Now, first thing we have to do is we're going to make a right. This character is going to become important because he will heal you for free when you talk to him, but we don't need him yet because we haven't fought anybody. Make a right and then go. We're going to make a right and go up. Make another right and go up. Get out of my way, man. And we're going to go to OSAP. For those that remember the show, the very first fight actually happened in this jewelry store, when Naru was being basically held hostage by her mom, who was possessed by a demon. Well, same thing applies here, except it's not her mom that's being possessed, it's just a Yoma. So, we're going to go through this here, and Usagi's going to do her transformation, and then we head up, and she's going to do her little spiel here, which, for anybody wondering, no, I'm not going to do voices for this. I'm just going to actually do this RP straightforward, or LP rather, because no use in acting all corny and bullshitty, because I don't understand the purpose of really doing that. So here's our first fight. Now, the icons on top of the screen from left to right. Left is just straight attack, right is technique. The one next to that is link technique, but we need more than two. We need two people. This one's for a triple attack, item, defense, run. We're going to use the Moon Tiara. Ooh, nice miss. We're going to use that one more time, and if this doesn't actually kill it, then we can use a physical. And if all goes well here, dead. Alright. Experience 3 points, 500 yen, and got a life order. The Daemon, as they're referred to, got defeated. And now some exposition with Molly, or Naru, for those of you that remember the Japanese version only. And now we get the pleasure of... Now, I'm going to explain to you how this works. Items are, as I just might see here, items are self-explanatory. Accessories. In this game, you have 3 slots for accessories for your character. We don't have any yet, obviously, but we'll be getting some as the game goes on. Formation. Shoot is essentially a normal standard JRPG formation. Arrow Arrow and Victory you're not going to really use. This is your main one you use. It's called Cluster. This is where you're going to put your weak characters in the back and your strong ones in the front and your neutrals in the middle. Status, self-explanatory. The neat thing about this game is the way they do it is they show you automatically what your next EP is, or EXP. So to go to the next level, she needs to be at level 10. You have a bunch of things over here. Name, birth date, sign, blood type, hobby. Gemstone's actually important because in this game, those are your big accessories that you need to find for each character. Hers is a diamond, so we're going to be looking for any diamond accessories. Techniques are exactly what we've been using. She has 3, unless she uses her Moon Cup. Moon Cure action, attacks a single enemy, that's worth 1 diamond. Moon Healing Escalation, healing spell, worth 2. Moon Spiral Heart Attack, that is worth 3. Oh, and by the way, the MP does recharge after each fight. Link text, can't really show you that unfortunately. Puzzle, alright. As you're looking right now, this is a completely black screen. I'm going to move that because I didn't realize that was on the screen. Whoops. Alright, here's the way this works. This is blank. When you defeat certain enemies, you may pick up puzzle pieces. If you can complete the puzzle by a certain point in Chapter 5, you can actually get a very useful accessory which you're going to need if you want to really have any hope of winning the final match. And of course save, but we can't do that because we're not a Luna P-Ball. Okay, so we move on. Walk out of here. She's so tired. You just did 1 fight, hon. Now some exposition. This is Mamoru, or for those of you that remember the North American version, Darien, who's now in a palace, and he's looking around trying to figure out where the hell he is. Well, he just heard a voice. And who is that voice? For North American fans, this is Malachite. For those of us who remember the Japanese version, Kunzite. He is the one who is fiercely loyal to Prince Endymion, which is Mamoru in another life. And he explains that destiny is about that an evil's approaching that could really screw things up in the timeline. So, although I do apologize for the clearing of the throat, but I've been fighting off a cold. But he explains how people are going to come to try and screw with destiny and all this good stuff. And basically, that's the long and short of it. So we go through this. And dang, you don't realize how long this cutscene actually is. When the scene switches, his gemstone, which is sitting right over here, is flashing. It's called the Shiteno no Haku. Now, some more exposition. This time we're going to Takawa Shrine, dealing with Makoto and Rei Ino. And they're sitting there talking. And Rei doesn't believe that there's actually an enemy in the distance. She's looking for Amy, but Amy's like nowhere to be found. Where is she? Oh, there she is. Well, we're missing one. Where the hell is she? Huh? Where? But in case you're wondering, the one we're missing now is Minako. So we go through this. By the way, the thing they're talking about is the fact that Amy Chan's quote-unquote boyfriend, Ryo Yarawa, or Greg from in the North American version, is coming for a visit. The problem is, Amy Chan always staunchly denies the fact that they're actually boyfriend and girlfriend. Uh-huh. Right, Amy Chan. I love how they do the expression in the 16-bit characters. It's actually kind of funny when you think about it now. Finally you showed up. This is, by the way, the ditzy blonde known as Ano Minako. My least favorite character from the live-action version, just in case you're wondering. Makoto's like, hey, Ray-chan's got a boyfriend, and he's coming for a visit. Yeah, right. Oh, let's see what we got here. Yuichiro, you stupid, senseless dude. Ray's like, we're not going together, man. The way they do like the emoticons in this game, a lot of people can shit on it, but it's actually one of the more clever things they've ever done with the game. Still more of this. Do 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 do. Sorry, the music's like. Music's actually like really good in this game. At least I thought so, but that could just be me. Alright, so after about what feels like 20 minutes worth of exposition, it wasn't really, but it felt like it, they decide, hey, let's go spy on Amy-chan. Makoto's like the only one's like, no, we're not doing that, guys. And they're like, oh, come on, you're no fun, don't be a wet blanket. So, Rei, Minako, and Usagi decide, yeah, we're gonna go. And she's like, Makoto's like, I'm not doing it. Then after everybody else just goes, screw you, we're going. She's like, alright, I'm going. Now to the bus. Don't worry, it's gonna pick up in a bit, guys. It's just this first bit is a little on the slow end, but I don't think it's one of those things where it's like gonna really break it. Not to me, at least. Alright, so there's the bus. Just so if you're going up in here. And now we go to another scene. And this one, we follow Amy-chan, and we basically have to we basically have to spy on her. So while they're not looking, they all duck behind a tree. Makoto's like, whoops. So now we talk to these guys. The reason we talked to Makoto last is for this reason. There's another Luna P ball, but we're not going to worry about that yet. Well, we'll actually worry about it after this, so we're not going through all the exposition. Everybody's walking off fine. Everybody's cool. But when Makoto says something doesn't feel right, then people start freaking out and everybody starts running like hell. Ah! So now she's trying to figure out what the hell happened. Well, simply put, they don't really find out anything until Saki finds out that a boy got trapped on a train. Yep. And that's our buddy that we're going to be finding here in a minute. So now we finally can start moving again. We move north here. All seems well. Well, until you realize that it's completely dark in the train station. Everybody transforms. And because I forgot to save. Do you wish to save? Yes, I do. Whoops. I'm so used to hitting the escape button when I'm playing some of those fan games that I literally just overrode my brain there for a second. But anyway. So we have a combatter. Alright. Easy enough. Supreme Thunder. Fire Soul. Moon Tiara, because it's the only action we can do. Which one do I want to use? Shaban Spray Freezing. Crescent Beam. Oh, that's a rarity. Oops. I did it again. Owned. Puzzle Piece. Jupiter, HP goes up 56, EP 4, attack 8, defense 6, speed 4, evade 4. Mars, level ups, HP 72, EP 3, attack 8, defense 5, speed 5, evade 4. Sailor Moon, HP up 40, EP 4, attack 5, defense 8, speed 5, evade 7. Mercury, level up, HP 40, EP 5, attack 6, defense 9, speed 5, evade 8. Venus, EP 40, EP 5, attack 8, defense 3, speed 6, evade 6. So if you're wondering how that actually plays out with, here you go. In case you're wondering, the two highest as far as HP go, and they're level 4 already, Mars and Jupiter, 87 and 74 respectively. There's another fight. Now we can have some real fun. Let's use this. That didn't last long, now did it? In case anybody's interested. Again, the two highest, but look at this. At level 6. Mars is 135, Jupiter 106 as far as HP go. And now they find Urawa has basically been beat the hell up. Surely Queen Beryl has been revived, you think? Put two together and make 4, please. Thank you. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but when we get to a point where I have to be doing level grinding, I will not be recording this. That will be done off camera so that you don't have to sit through it. Now, in the event that there's just a random battle and I'm trying to get to a building, I can't help that. So, those will be left in. Just in case I've neglected to mention that yet. My name is Sin. This is merely a greeting. Alright, I should mention the main antagonists in this game are called the opposite senshi. Well, each one of the senshi has an opposite. The one you just met, Sin, is the leader of the oppositos, and she is Sailor Moon's opposite. You'll meet the other ones shortly. So, she's, after the explosion at the fire, she's like, I'm gonna go take a bath. Everybody's like, alright, go ahead. Telephone! And now it's time to go find out who's on the damn phone. Do. Go up here, hang a left, talk to Grandpa Eno. She automatically goes to answer the phone after he leaves. And it's our good friend Haruka, who at one time decided every time she saw yes, I said she, that is a woman, in case anybody's interested. She always likes to hopelessly flirt with Usagi because she gets embarrassed easily. Anywho, we need to take a stop to a hospital. And I believe there's nothing we need to pick up in the actual hospital. So we can go straight to the 3rd floor. First things first, do you want to save? Yes, I do. Luna decides she's gonna go, excuse me, and check some stuff out. So you're like, alright, you gotta go do something anyway. So, down the stairs here, hang a left, and we're gonna keep going left until we go off this screen. Now, as we keep going, we're just gonna keep going and going. Yeah, I know, this is a long walk. Wasn't that song by Jill Scott? Anyway. Keep going. Whoops. There we go. Now we're at the hospital. And now is when it gets kind of fun. So we go into the hospital. Alrighty, thank you for that info. There is a run button in this game, but I never use it. And the funny part is, when I first did the 100% completion on this game, I I didn't know what the run button was. Oops. Alright, so we have... That's Michiru. That's Hotaru. This is Haruka. If you talk to, by the way, if you talk to Michiru, the same thing happens. Basically, when the S season ended, Hotaru turned into a baby. Well, in this game, because of something that happened, she was able to revert back into being a full-grown child. The tiny round crystal was the one that turned Hotaru into Mistress 9, which was not fun because Mistress 9 was gonna fuck everybody up. So, anywho. Now this nurse walks in the room after some exposition. The material smells a rat. Material is interesting. She's kind of like she's kind of psychic. That's like kind of like a hidden power she has. Then you find out that thing. Oh yeah, by the way, that thing's actually a Yoma. Uh-oh. Or a Daemon. Sure, we all look at it. And, oh, this is gonna be fun. Either one is gonna be useless against it, so what the hell. Inspiral Heart Attack. By the way, don't worry about this. It does this anyway. Even when, even if I wasn't recording. Do 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 do. Whoops! I did it again. You know, I'm gonna learn real quick what button not to hit, and then I'm just gonna be like, alright, I'm not hitting that. Do 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 do. This thing should be dead soon. Yep, dead. Got a bandage. Woo! And now we meet the opposite Senshi. From left to right, they go like this. Nabu, that is Mercury's opposite. Ishtar, that is Venus's. Sin, who I've already mentioned, is Usagi's. Marduk is Jupiter's. And Negro is Mars's. Okay? And that is Shaman Asptu. In a minute, you're gonna meet. In a minute, you're gonna meet another important member of this game, whose name is Anshar. And Anshar is the brother of Sin. By the way, I don't know how many people have ever seen the show Hetalia, but do you think they got the idea for Norway's little ghost thingy from this spirit-looking thingy that Anshar's got with him at all times? I don't know. Could just be me, but then again, you never know, right? So, they're having a discussion. And Sin basically warns Anshar about not getting attached basically to Wicked, or excuse me, to Small Lady, which is Chiba Usagi or Rini. Now they're having their discussion, their little powwow in the parking lot of the hospital. And after they have their discussion, their next goal is to go go to the house. Alright. Well, we're going to go there in a minute. First things first, our dear friend Hataru's going to decide she's going to run a pow around with him. Sure, no problem. Do. You gotta love when the music's like all like downtrodden. It gets to a downtrodden depressed section. It gets kind of like this. Oh, is it gonna be one of those lag fests again? Oh, seems like it. Alright. And we're down to 1. Lovely. Alrighty. Deathborn. Damn it! Luminous Spiral. Can't do nothing with that, so we'll just attack. And then we'll go back and fix the... Puzzle piece and orange juice. Okay. Now then, go into here, formation. She's gonna go in the back, and everybody else is. These two are gonna be in the front. Fine, and our friend Sailor Moon is gonna be up in the middle. Alright. See? Told you. One turn, sit down. Shoot. We needed that bad, man, because she was about to croak. Alright, next stop, OSAT. Reason? Well, we gotta pick some stuff up. There's actually two things we're gonna pick up here. We're gonna buy... what do we need? We need a P earring, a tiara, and an anklet. But we need like 4 of these. Alright. Whoops. No, I don't need that many. Oops. Damn it. Do it again. Alright, accessory. She's gonna be going into beast mode soon, so we don't have to worry about her too much longer. And I said beast mode because I don't want to use the other term because I just felt that's totally derogatory. But anywho. Do. On the way to the house, stop off this guy, and then talk to him. Reason? Well... By the way, when I go back to the jewelry store, whoops! When I go back to the jewelry store, I'm gonna pick up the other item that we need. Yeah, looks like nothing's changed here. Watch as Shingo gets chased by a big ass demon. Why does that thing look like the Grim Frickin' Reaper? Anyway. Don't interfere? Alright, I'll interfere anyway. Sonic Wave, if it hits, and it did in this case, puts a person to sleep. Which sucks, because it means this fight's going to be a little bit longer than I want it to be. Missed that, didn't you now, punk? Damn it. Bam! Not dead yet? Now you are. And we got a puzzle piece. Neptune went up. Uranus went up. Never only two went up. Son of a bitch. Anywho. Now we have a little more fun. Now I left that room. Then we come back in. Oh, Shingo, if you only knew who that really was. Anywho, make a stop off here. Do you wish to save? Yes, I do. First things first, let me show you the puzzle. 5 pieces, rather. And now we're going to save. And we will stop here for now, but I promise you we will be picking up soon. Because next we have to go back to Hikawa. And when we get there, oh, the fun's going to begin. So until then, my friends, I will see you in the very near future. Later.